Hi friends, it's Katie and welcome to your beauty tip of the day. If you're someone that doesn't like to wear a lot of eyeshadow but you just want to play up your iris colour, then stay tuned, I've got a really lovely tip to share with you. All you're going to need is an eyeshadow colour that's a few shades darker than your natural skin tone. I'm going to use this kind of mushroomy colour here. So not too exciting, but once it's on your eye, it's really going to play up and emphasize, kind of create a focal point to your eye in a really subtle and pretty way. So all you'll need is a little brush like this. If you don't have a brush like this, you can use a Q-tip. So I'm going to use a Q-tip so I can make it even easier for you. Get your Q-tip and you're going to dab it into your eyeshadow. Then you're going to tap off any excess onto your hand like that, because it's better to apply little and build up. Then we're going to firstly apply the colour just above where our pupil is on the top of our eyelid here. When I say top of our eyelid, I mean just above where your lashes are. Okay, so just above the pupil, little dabs, just to apply the colour. Now you don't want a lot of the colour to show because we want it to look really natural. If it's easier, dab the colour on, but you want the colour to almost go into nothing on either side, so it just looks like an almost ombre effect. So the reason I've said just go a few shades darker than your skin tone is because if I go too dark, it's going to look like I've just got a splodge of colour above my pupil. I just want it to look quite subtle, almost as if it's not really there. But once we're finished, it's really going to add a subtle focus to our eye colour. I'm now going to do the same on the bottom, just below my pupil, underneath my lower lash line. Now the trick here is you don't need to have the line look too neat. You just need to get a splodge of colour underneath your pupil, and then with the clean side of the Q-tip you can just tidy up. That's what's great about Q-tips. I'm going to put a little bit more colour just underneath, tidy up. And hopefully you can see I've created a very subtle shadow just above my pupil on the top and the bottom. And what that does is it draws someone's attention to your eye colour. It's a lovely way to experiment with eyeshadow without looking like you've tried too hard or you've actually got any eyeshadow on, but it creates a really beautiful effect. I'm going to do the other side so you can see the finished result. Sometimes you don't always have to have fancy brushes to create a really pretty look. You can choose the intensity by layering up and applying a little bit more to add more depth of colour. You can even take the colour slightly more downwards underneath the eye if you want the eye to appear slightly more open. It's a really lovely way to experiment in a very subtle way with eyeshadow. I think it has emphasised the colour of my irises, and I know it's going to do exactly the same for you, because when you draw attention to your iris, then people focus on your eye colour more. It's a really fun way to play with eyeshadow. It's a really easy way to. If you want to see the palette that I've used, I will put the link above or below. Hopefully you have a colour at home that you'd like to try this look with as well. I shall see you soon in another video, and thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Bye.